Hello, Internet. Hello, Rob Delaroth. Let's see if I can get my shit stolen again. Not much, Delaroth. Trying to stay awake. You're doing a stream. Awkwardly woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of a big day yesterday, so. And I can tell my proposal story. Tried earlier, it was all scattery. And thank you, Demon. I'm very, very excited. Very happy. Yeah, this fucking... That's witch shit, bro. She actually really liked it once she saw it. It was just when you see a bunch of candles going in the middle of the woods from a distance. It's witch shit. It all worked out great. I can't believe it. Perfect fucking day. I don't think I've ever said that. Thank you, Noel. Thank you. Thanks to everyone who's been kind about it. I know you could have been like a little shitty. I was only like one guy who was like, bruh, but fuck that guy. You don't know what he's on about. Not that I really care, but like if she reads it, you know, that I care about. I don't care what y'all think. I'm fucking nuts and you know it. Thanks, JD. I'm excited. Gonna have a real wedding. Kinda, you know. I'm doing that shit at church or nothing. Yeah, dude, considering it's got like 1,000 likes, I was surprised only one person was even like remotely shitty. And they might not have been trying to be. Some people are just really bad at speak. And today was good too. We didn't have, you know, no panic regrets. I didn't wake up and she'd fucking pack my shit. So you know, one down. Her parents have been incredibly sweet and supportive, which is shocking. She's a homeowner because her dad and mom helped her, you know, as it usually takes for most folks. A little help. So, like, the fact that they aren't flipping shit that we're getting engaged this quick, I must have really earned some big respect. Kid feel? I think she's good, man. She's like super fucking moody lately. I was talking with some other moms from school and like It kind of sounds like it's a, and some of the ladies who work with her grade, it kind of sounds like it's a trend right now. I personally, have never been a woman, but like waitress said, man, her whole fucking year leading up to like periods and all that shit was an emotional roller coaster of crazy. So I'm hoping that she just, that and not inherited all my anxiety and panic disorder and whatnot. She claims none of it has anything to do with me and waitress, but you know me, paranoid. Oh yeah, they get along great. They got Alice chose her, and Mom was cool with it amazingly. Chose I'm gonna stop calling her waitress. It's not as fun, I know, but like I think I gotta stop. Anyway, chose waitress to host her birthday sleepover, makeovers and hairdos and whatever the fuck they're doing. I could just call her fiance. That's true. Fair point. Be on server. The owner of the fucking diner. I've been going to this diner forever. Obviously, I've known the owner forever. Today we went in, and he was like, "What were you thinking?" Obviously, just giving me a hard time about, asking one of his waitresses to marry me, and I just said, "Man, I really love your coffee," and he about fucking died. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. My ex is not the most emotionally obvious. I don't think she's barren of emotion. She just does her best to never show it. She's like a military dad. And I, on the other hand, am like a wine mom without the wine. I just cry randomly in the parking lots and driving down the road in every Hallmark commercial. Last year, sure, dude, we can go with that. It's fast. We're not getting married in a hurry. The engagement stuff, I think, was more for both of us. Just we put a lot on the line. Living together, kids, the whole nine. We don't plan to get married in a hurry. It'll probably be 2025, but time is all fucked. I hear you, dude. We have been talking for over a year. She was getting out of a fucking psychotic relationship that took some time to like simmer down, and it never simmered down, but eventually it just got messier. Me too, Puma. I hate to complain, but I certainly was a miserable fucking human being for a lot longer than I realized. TKLD, thank you for the tier 2 in the 102 months. It feels weird, honestly, Pony. I like depressed, whiny old man is really my shtick. Happiness is a weird look on me, so I'm gonna frown more. I don't have a good fake frown. No. Happy can sell. I just fucking first run off all the people who are like, oh, don't want to listen to this guy be happy all the time. I'm really mad I didn't get more pictures today. I yelled at my photographer, who's also a waitress, and her cousin. That's why I'm allowed to yell. I'm not a jerk. Yes, the black and white smoking pictures. Oh no, my boat rental. I kind of need to repair this fucking reel, but it's gonna take all the money I've earned since I've been back, and I will cry. Dude, Grom, no. You kids do not thank me in any way, shape, or form. I owe you a million thanks and a hand job. I was talking with waitress today about that time we were measuring percent growth of our erections, actually, which she didn't get it, but that doesn't matter. You know, I got it. You get it. And she's still around, yeah. I will say she had understood and agreed with our argument of a true grower versus shower. She's been around. She's seen some dicks. She knew what I was the point I was trying to accomplish here. Like at least, which was like, give me some sexy eyes so my thimble can turn into a little smoky before you reach for it, because otherwise I'm gonna be ashamed. It's not my fault. Percent growth. Redhead Rager, thing for the 94 mod. No. Okay. Guess we're staying. We hooked a fish. Thank you, Rock. Very excited. Finally get to bust out that wedding scrapbook I've been putting together since I was 12 years old. She's very HGTV, so everything wants to match and be perfect. And I keep making dumb suggestions that are funny. But I did get her to agree to doing at least one stupid thing throughout this engagement process. At least one good, dumb, the internet will appreciate it thing. Waiting on a fishing boat. No, I wanted it. We have agreed that we just want it somewhere fucking outdoors, away from people. Honestly, I think we're both just leaning towards the woods. Somewhere in the woods. We did a couple outdoor weddings this year, and they were all far too close to the public. Cars driving by, honking their horns and shit as people are trying to say their vows. Not for me. You talked her into getting you a GPU for the ring? Nice deal. Thank you, Sinister. Thank you, Gav. I just want an engagement ring, honestly. Hers fits me, so I just keep wearing it. I feel left out that I don't get one. Plus, I don't like having to swat all these honeys away every time I go out in public without a ring on, you know? Look at me. Prize piece of meat. Thanks, sports. Wear some gaming merch. You don't know where I live, punny dude. Like, if you don't have a meth lab in your car, you're a fucking a 10. I moved like a town over. That's worse. It's a little bigger, but far worse. Even more redneck. The weird part is even the squirrels look like they smoke meth. I can't explain it, but they just all look fucking scraggly and like they've got mange and a little bit out of it, you know? I know that since I've lived here, Waitress has pointed out multiple areas where they did a 60-minute special on the methamphetamine problem in the small town that we live in, as well as two different homes where people starred in Dr. Phil episodes. So, like, you know, it's fucking, it's peak. I don't do meth. Yeah, I don't do meth. I have zero history of domestic violence, and like the real one that nobody believes is I'm sober by choice. It's not court ordered. Will the meth squirrel be invited? There's a lot of them. I doubt it because our cat kills them all. She's a fucking vicious squirrel murderer. The other day I found a severed leg, and like Halloween style severed squirrel leg. It was like a perfect squirrel foot with like two broken whatever the bones in a squirrel's leg would be called. It looked like someone cut it and laid it there on purpose to scare children. But no, it's just a crazy cat. You don't believe the sober thing either? It's true, man. Unfortunately. Down, 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 down. Their parents did like a little celebration thing after the proposal with wine and champagne and shit, and I got a couple times the like, so you don't drink at all, like, or just don't anymore, as I'm drinking sparkling grape juice with my daughter. No, I just never have. Oh, crazy. Yeah, it is. Fuck no, I don't want a prenup. She's got a house. Sorry, I gotta stop making that joke. She's gonna like hear this one day and think I actually care. We both have our own homes. That's again part of the no, really not a lot to fear here. Ouch! Thank you for the 46 months and the congratulations. Appreciated. No, the lake house is gone. No, well, but right before I bought the lake house, I bought a small dump in town, very cheap, and like it's been a process. I was running it to my little brother for a while, but then he fucking was a absolute mess and a hoarder, so it's empty at the moment. It needs work. I just haven't. Got around to it. Thank you, Glenn. Probably could have rented out the lake house and make a lot. Nah, dude. The lake house didn't have a wall. I don't live in like some place where people are looking to rent cool. Like it wasn't a cool lake house either. Like on top of I don't live in somewhere desirable. I didn't have a wall or a deck or stairs down a mountain or a dock that was able to hold anyone over 200 pounds or it seems too expensive. It depends on where you go, honey, but yeah, it can be. The wall was never fixed. The wall was bigger than just a wall. I tore down an entire section of the house. And I either had to rebuild that section, gaining nothing, or put on $100,000 plus addition. So, yeah, no, the wall never got done. I got fucking divorced instead, or whatever. We were already divorced, but like, for real divorced. Oh, nice. Dab on him. Three and a half walls, yeah. That's about what I had. I had 3 walls and one that I built myself. Which was not code or legal. And yeah, you know, I built it. I don't have any abilities. Who said yes? My lady friend. She said yes to a new bass boat. No, not really. But I like that idea. I got engaged is the other way of saying that. She got engaged? I don't know. I didn't get a ring, so I don't feel like I got shit out of this deal, honestly. I made that joke on Twitter, bro. Somebody asked me. They asked me on the picture, too, where it's like holding out the engagement ring. What did she ask? Or, yeah, what did she say yes to? And I said a new boat. So get a ring? No. That's bullshit. That took me fucking a painstaking amount of time to finally decide on a ring and just say fuck it and pull the trigger. She needs to go through the same suffering. Why am I fishing? You already hooked the big one. Aw, cheesy and cute. I love it. Because I'm not married yet, so I gotta get in as much fishing as I can. My bachelor party will be exclusively fishing. I'm talking fucking 14 hours a day fishing. I don't care if anyone comes. Not my problem. I know what I want. Have a good one, lad. Thank you. Have I been doing other work now? No. Nope. I haven't. I got slightly re-addicted to fishing, which was a bad idea, but here we are. Just for a little bit. The Christmas event is coming, and I want to be ready. Gotta get the Christmas action in every year. Might miss out on cool stuff. no, I haven't had to do other work. Chet has kept me in there. I sold everything and greatly reduced my overhead. I have no debt. It's weird. Well, that's not true. The IRS thinks I owe them some money, but we're fighting that. But otherwise, I got no debt. Type of Xmas. They do like a whole event. Frossel, like a bunch of specialized Christmas lures that are, some of them are really good. There's some Christmas only, you can only buy at Christmas, like rods and reels and stuff, and some of them are very good. And then who knows? There's also the Christmas present event where you fish up Christmas presents and can get like the best reel in the game, and it's a whole thing every year. Exciting stuff. It'll be like my fifth one. Fourth or fifth. Yeah, dealing with the IRS, the last thing I gotta deal with of like my 5 years of being a depressed hermit, which is pretty exciting. And I didn't walk away with nothing, so that's good. You know, I still got the one house. I'm not depressed hermit. Fuck yeah, dude. Winter sucks. Especially this kind of winter where it's just like 35 degrees and rainy. You can't do nothing fun in 35-degree rain. The sun doesn't come up till 8 o'clock in the morning and it goes down at 5:12. I sold the house on the lake, which was the house that I owed on. Long ago, I bought a house for fucking dirt cheap, $19,000 that I still own. Thank you, Souffle. Her son called us family yesterday before the proposal, which was probably the sweetest thing, honestly, of the whole day. The photographer had us all like stand around him, and then right as she was about to take the picture, she said, "Now everyone tickle him." And then he yelled out after it was over, "Why did you make my family tickle me?" And I like just started bawling. It was adorable. He's 4 and he's very sweet. He's a fucking insanely smart ball of energy that's probably gonna make me even more gray, but he's... I think today that kid spent 9 hours running back and forth across the living room. And I'm not even exaggerating. 9 hours running back and forth across the living room. Sending his monster truck over a ramp and like trying to smash it into his thing, into his little house he builds, or land it in. But he sets up all these little obstacles to see where the monster truck ends up. Then running his full speed to grab the monster truck and do it again. Never walk, always run. Doge. I'm finally gonna have a good excuse to make you come to Michigan, fucker. You're not even gonna be able to say no. It'd be really rude. Future track star? I doubt it. His mom's like 5 foot tall, and I don't really know how tall his dad is, but can't be that big. 5'7", 5'8". You gotta come to the wedding, Doge. Who else is gonna bring a fancy cigar? And I'll give you all the bottles of bourbon I've won fishing. Which is like, I think I only have like 2 left because I've already given some away, but I'll collect this summer. In mind yet? I highly doubt there's any way it's this fall, so it'll probably be next spring. Like, there's a part of us that would love to do this fall, but I really don't think we're going to push it that hard. And it'll probably be next spring. By next spring, I mean 2025. You'll be like retired by then, won't you? One year to go. Well, maybe it'll be 2026. Let's be honest. I've seen this. Amazingly, she's been like a waitress her whole life, but she is the world's worst orderer. We have sat down at the restaurant she works at. We will sit down, and the other waitresses just leave her the ticket book. And I've seen her write like 4 tickets for herself on what she wants, then go, nah, throw it away and start over. So if the wedding is even half that bad, it might be 2026. Does this change the tuna boat plans? I mean, maybe. You never committed, bro. I needed the commitment. This is on you. Only had 27 guests. Yeah, we don't want anything big, like genuinely. Probably 40 people between our 2 families, we figure. I keep inviting people from Twitch though, so mine might be growing. But honestly, most of my family that I was inviting was just to match her side, just to try to keep it somewhat balanced. So now I can just kick out some family and invite Twitch. I told her that Weddy was gonna be our wedding singer, and if you don't know Weddy, he's a lot. And like just looking at him, you know he's a lot. And she was like, "Wedding singers are lame," and I'm like, "No, no, no, you got to see this guy." And I showed her a picture of him, and she just let out like this real guttural, like not an but just a fuck, which I took as a hell yeah, but it came out more like I explained it to Weddy in this way, but like when you got that like last bite of dessert, a dessert you didn't really want in the first place, but it's like your favorite dessert, so you had to eat it. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Not eat it? And you're like holding it in front of you, and you're just like, fuck, and then you just put it in your mouth anyway, knowing you're gonna regret that later. But fuck it, dude. Regrets for the future. That's what I say. It's like that kind of fuck. So like that could be good. Who doesn't want a wedding singer? He's just been promoted, yeah. But now he wants fucking half the airfare, he said, so I might just put up a fucking... I got a little karaoke machine for the kids. I might just set that up and, you know, it can be an open mic night. And just go back to inviting him. Because that was free. It's free to invite people that can't make it. Thank you, Tigo. Thank you. Sorry, I missed that. Somebody told me there's this rumor my winter car is coming out soon. It was truly unhinged. It was so unhinged I watched like 4 hours of it, then played it for like a month or 7. I don't know. What a game, though. Those, thank you for the gift sub. Yeah, my winter car. It'll be glorious. Though I think we both played my summer car like pretty late in its dev too. So I hope that my winter car... The problem is going to be if it comes out even in like a horrific state, I'm still going to feel too compelled to play it to wait. Yeah, I'm getting married again. This time for real. Like, we're doing it the real way. There's like a proposal and like a wedding. Thank you. Last time I got married, it was like, hey, insurance would be a lot easier if we were married. Should we? Sure. Fuck, I'm the sleepiest lad. I can't believe I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was all giddy and joyous. Can't wait for Christmas. We got big plans for Christmas to fucking... Which I never thought of this idea and I can't believe we didn't, but like, we're gonna fucking go full on elf with the living room decorations in the middle of the night while the kids are asleep. And I'm excited to fuck about that. I love Christmas, chat. So many lights, dude. They're gonna walk out of their bedrooms and be blinded by the Christmas joy. Any good gifts for the kids? Silas is fucking easy, dude. He's a 4-year-old who's obsessed with anything. Alice? I got her what she wanted. I just don't think what she wanted was as exciting as she thinks it is, but we'll see. As long as she's excited. That's all that matters, right? And her birthday's 2 days after that, and waitresses kicked me out of the house and hosting a sleepover with all her preppy girlfriends to do makeup and hair, and they got matching fucking robes and slippers and whatever the fuck else they're doing. Hammer Barn, a store from the show Bluey. Dude, Bluey is a fucking banger. Like, I don't care if it's too popular to be cool. It's fucking cool. They're such fun. Like, as parents, they're so fun. Especially, like, Waitress and I being a new couple. They're like, fucking, you want to be Bluey's parents, dude. Hands down. If you're watching that show with your fucking wife and don't constantly look at each other and laugh and hope to be the parents in Bluey. Who doesn't want to be the dad from Bluey? He's like the perfect level of like fun and a prick. Oh, nice, Bleach. Good on you for getting the help too, as someone who grew up broke. Take the damn help. My mom always tried to spoil us. Derpy catting for the 99 months. But that meant financial irresponsibility, which just meant more hardships in our life. And she liked to think that like spoiling us made us not realize what was going on. But like it was really hard to not realize when like mom buys you and your brother an N64 and a PlayStation. Best Christmas ever. Power was shut off 2 days later. Worst Christmas ever. You know what I mean? That was the kind of. So take the help. Make smart choices. I also got a fish in a fish tank. And I was so excited about it. I obviously love fishing. But once the power went out and I could no longer, I felt like, this is how fucked up this is. I'm like 9 or whatever. I don't know, young. But I like wouldn't let the fish and fish tank come back to my house. I was like, nah, dude, my house is not a good home for that there fish. Grandma, you keep it where I know it will be safe. That's fucked up, you know? It was a Plecostomus. I really like suckerfish. He lived like fucking 15 years and got giant at my grandma's where he was safe. I'd visit him regularly. Plecos are awesome, and I feel bad for them because they're like every fish tank beginner mistake is getting a Plecostomus. It'll keep our tank clean. No, it will not. It will make your tank very dirty. It's a very large fish. It's not meant for your 10-gallon tank. It only eats algae, not your other fish's poop. We we have a Plecostomus now with me and the missus. When I fucking moved in here, as I've said, shit with her ex and her was fucking bad, you know, like real bad, like awful. This fucking Plecostomus, not hers, his, was living in a fucking 55-gallon tank with, I kid you not, like 4 inches of water. that was just fucking shit brown. And the only fucking decoration in the tank was a fucking putty knife. That like wasn't a decoration, it was knocked in there by the cat. Now he's got this nice new clean tank and he's living his best fucking life, man. Fish are just cool, dude. Yeah, I like them. I don't mind catching them and liking them. Yeah, cereal hands. Like that's what I mean. Take help, make smart decisions. It's so much more important, I think. Like don't get me wrong, man. Me and my mom and my brother had a ton of fun being irresponsible and silly, but it also led to like a lot of confusion for me as a child and like I cut my own fucking cast off, you know, cuz I didn't want my mom to have to pay a medical bill. And like I'm not trying to put guilt on my mother. I don't like when she hears that shit and feels bad about it, you know, but like she was doing what she thought was the best, and parenting is fucking winging it. It's just making a damn guess. But like, you know, when you see your mom fucking stressing about money constantly, big saltwater tank. I hate fish tanks. Don't want one, but like, she didn't want to flush the fish, even though it wasn't hers. So I, being the helpful guy that I am, set her up with this aquarium that we had. And it's lovely, but like she doesn't really want the fish either. She just didn't want to flush it, and now we're just stuck with this whole our whole living room is set up around this fish tank that neither of us really want, but like here we are. So I was bad too, man. Like as much as I give my mom shit, I was also awful. I asked for things and I knew when I could manipulate my mom and like you know, at the time I didn't realize I was manipulating her, but I knew how I could and I could fucking get what I wanted within reason and I definitely didn't help the financials. As much as I would randomly feel guilty and do things stupid like cutting off my cast, I'd also randomly fucking want the newest video game that I had to have and fucking beg for it. I think the most evil one I did honestly was the lawn. She would tell me to mow the lawn. I wouldn't do it. She would offer me a $20 or something to mow the lawn. I wouldn't do it. She'd get frustrated and offer me like $50 to mow the lawn, and then I'd just pay my friend to do it. And you know he'd get $20 and I'd get 30. But she worked like fucking all the time, so you know I could get away with things like that. Sick businessman. Thank you. They call me Mr. Sicko. Later in life, I tried that same technique with another job. I was like a teenager. Tried subcontracting out some work for my mom's doctor friend. I was like, dude, you go do it, and we'll split it, because it was like silly money working for this doctor, picking up his trash and shit. And then like my buddy still works for that dude to this day. He's like fucking traveled the globe. He's fucking lived in like 7 different countries. They've sailed back and forth across the ocean like a dozen times. I really fucked up with that subcontracting work. He just said, "Oh no, I'm." He did. He cut me right the fuck out. Fishing tonight? Meh. Just talking mainly, man. I'm so fucking tired. I should be in bed, but I'd have never wanted the job anyway, to be fair. But still, he got a pretty okay life out of it for a while. He's still doing it, but like last I heard from his dad, he's like a drunk and real depressed. Yeah, I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because I was just, I don't know, being lame and giddy and romantic. Caught all the fish in the pond. Where are you at? What are you fishing? Oh, sorry. I just decided I'm. So the whole proposal was under the guise that we were doing family pictures with her cousin, who's like an aspiring photographer. But I've been giving her cousin like the hardest time about being slow getting me these pictures back. So I just texted her 1 star. Slow. Their whole family's weird and track each other, so I was tracking her all day, complaining to her that she wasn't at home getting me my pictures. What are you doing at the bar? Listen, she's family now. I can do that, right? And the camera not moving? Dude, sea legs is an amazing thing, honestly. Well, let's see what we got here. Don't bite. Oh, she put a cheesy name on it, and it's gonna make me cry. Don't cry. Cute. I'm gonna cry, chat. Don't let me. Man, I really should have trimmed up my neckline. I couldn't be too obvious, though. Oh, show you? I will. You'll see. I get to see first. Have I seen it all yet? It was great, thank you. I'm such a fucking dick. So I sent her the text that said 1 star. Slow. And she said I was literally just sending you the pictures. And then she sent me all the pictures and I responded, "Aw, they're great. 4 stars." uh, Monkey, thank you for the 39 months. Ugh, fuck. She does, man. She has a while. Her family story is as fucking insane as mine, but she has, her mom and her, what she calls her dad is, they're actually her adopted dad or stepdad, um, are incredible. She's so lucky, man. I said it yesterday. She's just got like nothing bad to say about him, dude. Even when she like tries to give him a hard time about being hard on her and stuff growing up, fucking, they weren't, you know. I think like the worst story she had about her fucking father was, or dad, was that like when her mom put her on birth control, he like fucking got real pissed and just stormed off and left the house for like 4 hours. Came back. They explained to him that like it's not about sex. It's about, period and all this shit. He just didn't know because he's a fucking old man. And like he apologized and was cool about it. But like that's like the worst story I've heard about the man, which is insane to me. Like I know so many people who. Iggsy, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Twitch, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm thanking you, Twitch. I don't know why. But yeah, she's got good people in her family. There's fucking a bunch crazy. Like I said, she's adopted. Her fucking her real dad is. He's like right here in town. He's just an idiot. By like pure coincidence, her best friend married her half brother from that dad that she doesn't know. She's never known. He just like left when she was a baby. And by left, I mean just like left her and stayed around. So like we had to do this wedding this summer, and she's a bridesmaid for her own half brother's wedding with they have the same father, even though it's estranged to her. It's his father. Like it was fucking wild. Could you imagine being the dad in that wedding? Like you're looking up at the wedding party from the front row and you see your son, and fucking 6 feet to the right is the daughter you abandoned, also standing up there. Like fucking, I wouldn't have done it, dude. I'd have been so fucking embarrassed. People were whispering the whole fucking time, that's his daughter. So yeah, like she's got some wild shit on her family side as well, but she has a very good core group of family, close family. Yeah, it's a smaller community, yeah. For sure. I'm not related to many people around here. She is. She has a pretty big family, so yeah, like it was pretty known. It was known that he had a daughter, but I don't think people like put two and two together. She like said he abandoned her when she was like a baby. Then did like a long stint in prison and all kinds of shit. I gotta see if her mom is still up. No. Alice is excited, I think. Yeah, she's just been an emotional roller coaster the last few months, man. I was talking about it earlier, but I don't know. I like genuinely was a little worried about her. She swears up and down that she's excited and things are good, and I don't want to push too much and make it fucking weird, but she's just been an emotional roller coaster, man. I can't. Did I tell her? Oh yeah, I told everybody. Everybody that needed to know, you know. Her parents, Alice, her son. He didn't get it. He was mad because he wanted to marry his mom. I explained to him what getting married was in the best way that I could explain to a 4-year-old what getting married was. And he was like, dude, I want to marry my mom. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Me too. He is, man. He's so fucking smart. Like, scary smart. Reminds me a bit of Alice, but I mean, she doesn't care what I say. I try to protect her and not say too much, but her shit with her kid's dad is fucking a disaster. He's a fucking, you know. And so, like, he has some fucking bad. Sorry, it was the photographer. He has some bad behavior stuff that he still hasn't fucking worked through completely, but fuck, that kid is just night and day different from when I met him already, man. With shit just being calm. And I just hope we can keep it that way for him. That was the whole debacle with even talking about the relationship when it was first starting, was he was fucking psycho and losing his mind and like eventually ended up fucking getting arrested over it. Red Banger, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Added 1,500. What is this shit, Twitch? You can't afford that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so much. I appreciate it a ton. I have a good influence. I mean, I'm strict in comparison to her. I think a lot of people think I am just the lovable good guy, but I'm a little strict, you know? It's hard because Alice was raised a certain way, and like I didn't feel that strict with Alice because she had like a set foundation. So like, and I love that she lets me fucking parent at all because I know it's got to be difficult on times. Oh, is that 10,000 bits? Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm sorry. It is Rev Banger. You did it twice. You confused me. I thought it was the Jesus. Thank you. Doubly huge. I love you. Good influence. Don't be nice guy. I know. I'm a little strict. Thank you, Crane. Thank you, Van Raw. A whole week. I feel bad. I try not to be as strict with him as I am. And again, with Al, I don't have to be as much. But Alice is also older. She's easier to entertain, you know, like I give her some pretty good freedoms on her phone and tablet and stuff like that because we've had years to like fucking build respect with her, and it's set up that I can monitor it and parental controls and all that shit, you know what I mean? But like, he's 4. He wants to fucking play. And Alice, you know, I've said for years and years that I was not a great baby dad. As in, like, I would have another kid gladly if I could get it at 5 or 6. But I mean, toddlers are tough for me. Fucking babies are tough for me. It's harder for me. so he can lord it over me. No, that was the waitress wanted to make her son taste it first so that she could lord it over me, and then later let him lord it over me as well, which I love. No, no. And I will say this, like it's I think the hardest thing, and she's been so cool with it because I think if I was in her shoes, I'd be pissed. But he is so good for me. But he knows with her that he can fucking. I thought he heard us talking. He can fucking push a little, you know. He can keep poking. But like tonight, we were all watching a movie and they she fell asleep. He didn't, so I got him up, brushed his teeth, got him ready for bed, put him in bed. No problem. See you in the morning, buddy. Closed the door. Like, it's fine. They know weakness, they smell it. Like, he's so good at not just knowing weakness, like, when he's doing good, then she likes to, reward him, which I get. It makes sense. The problem with that is every reward she's ever offered him, he asks for every night. Not quite, but any night that he's like not in the mood to go to bed, not feeling it, then he's going to try to get whatever the fuck he can that isn't straight to sleep. So it's fucking, will you read me a book? Can I have fucking 10 more minutes? I need to get a drink. I need to go potty. I need to go potty again. Can I have another hug? Can you cuddle with me? Will you rub my back? He's going to try literally anything she's ever offered him in the history of time as a way to avoid going to bed. And, like, I get it. But if I was her, I'd be pissed. Because, like, I'm the new guy in the house. Why is he listening to me and not her? I'd be pissed. Out of jealousy. The best one that I will always have to lord over her in place of the food one is she was working on getting him to sleep in his own bed when we started dating, which meant she would lay down with him in his tiny toddler bed and usually end up falling asleep with him in this tiny toddler bed and be fucking miserable the next morning because she slept 4 hours in a toddler bed, uncomfortable as hell, curled up in a ball. But one night she's like, I gave him a bath tonight. Can you just please put him to bed? And I was like, yeah, no problem. So she gets him all dried off, gets him all ready for bed, and hands him off to me. And I look at him. I'm like, Silas, dude, you're a big kid now, right? You can go to bed on your own, can't you? And he's like, yeah, I can do, or I got that, or I got this. And he just went in and went to sleep. And that was it. She never had to fucking lay in the toddler bed again. Redrum, thank you for 32 months. I think the one parenting thing that, like, nobody gets is if a kid asks me a fucking question, I answer it to the truest of its nature. Like, so I don't know what I was explaining to him today. Yesterday was gravity. Today it was fucking something to, oh, is why the moon and the sun were up at the same time. Like, and I just explain it to him to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge. As if they're not four. But I don't know, man. I feel like my whole life, my dad was talking to me about fucking cars as if I was listening. And when I played My Summer Car, I built that whole fucking car except one piece without ever doing it. And even Alice, man, I feel like, just fucking, you don't gotta. It can be a little more annoying to give them the real explanation, but like, you don't know how much of that shit they're retaining. And if they, they're gonna ask again and again over the next fucking 10 years, and eventually they're gonna retain that shit. But I feel like everybody in her family looks at me like I'm a psycho when I'm sitting there like, you know, listen, kid, E equals MC squared. And you're just going to have to. Grudge, thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. I told him one night that mommies were magic because he wasn't feeling well. It was probably the only time I was like dishonest with him. And then for like, since I've known him, every time like something really impresses him, he's like, I'm like explaining electricity to him, and he's like, that's fucking cool. And he's like, is that magic or science? And I'm like, science. So it's like, everything is science. I haven't explained anything else to him but mommies as magic. And like, so he just has these random outbursts like, everything is science. Why is everything science? Yeah, I've never done baby language. I did do sign language with Alice for a little while, but not too long. Because my cousin did sign language to all her kids, and I thought, wow, that shit's super impressive. All her kids were really, really good, and they could communicate really well, really young. But then one of her kids, so all her kids were older than Alice. One of her kids was like 4, and like just refused to speak. No problem with speaking, just found sign language more comfortable, and took fucking a long time to get over it. They were just like, I prefer sign language. So once I saw that, I was like, you know what? We're gonna cut out the sign language and get to just talking normal. Mainly because I didn't want to learn the entire fucking American Sign Language. It was one thing when it was like milk and poop and, you know, 17 words. But to learn the entire English language in sign language, that's a little too intense for me. A new boat, Nom Nom. So yeah, it would have been really hard to explain how gravity works in sign language because I don't even really get it in regular language. But it was easy enough to explain it. I held an apple over his head and I said, "Look, if I drop this apple, donk, that's gravity. It sucks." He got it. He got it. That's not at all how I explain gravity. I'm sorry. There were no apples in the making of this. Was it poop splashing into the toilet? No, but his mom got some fucking they're like stick-on toilet bowl cleaner things that were like in the shape they're blue and in the shape of like flowers. He came out of the bathroom. He looked at me. He's like, "What's in the toilet?" And I went, "Your mom pooped those." He was so excited. I wanted to make that tweet earlier. I just couldn't quite word it right. I know that women don't poop, but what the fuck is this? So instead, I used it on a 4-year-old. I fed him fucking. He's obsessed with the color rainbow, which I haven't broken down. I have same deal. Like I correct his baby language, and I think it frustrates some people because they're like, "It's so cute the way he says sausage," and I'm like, "Yeah, but like that's not even how he said it. He says it really. He used to say it really weird. Now he just says sausage like a regular ass American." But I like correct his English. He said hundred, and I'm like, "No, that's not a number." Every time he'd say hundred to me, I'd be like, "No, not a number." And he'd get all frustrated. 100. Yeah, that's it, buddy. So anyway, where was I going with this fucking story? Oh, I haven't corrected the fact that rainbow's his favorite color, and technically rainbow's not a color. I just don't have it in me to break his fucking heart. He loves rainbow. So one night, I told him I'd make him anything he fucking wanted, whatever he wanted for dinner. He names it, and he told me he wanted fucking rainbow noodles. So I took the time and I food colored individual bowls of noodles and mixed them all up and made him a rainbow of fucking noodles. Which, like, I knew doing that he was going to ask me for rainbow noodles for the rest of his life. That's fine. But what I did not predict was his poop was going to come out rainbow. It was all fucking kinds of wild colors, man. And he was, I mean, he still checks his poop every time and he's like, oh, just brown. Just in case, though, man. Like, it might be rainbow again. I didn't expect that. Sometimes when you're parenting, you just can't predict every reaction. It's not a bad habit to have to check it to look at your poop. It's not. But, you know, he's a very loud kid. He talks very loud, and we're in a public restroom, or he comes out of the public restroom and is like, Mom, my poop was brown. I was going to tell this story last night, but I got permission today. Or today, she said, whatever, I don't fucking care. So we were at Disneyland, and waitress got so sick. I think she was just dehydrated, but we aren't really 100% sure, man. But she got so sick the first couple days. So the first day we fucking come back from Disney, we get off the shuttle with a bunch of people at the hotel, and I mean she's green the whole fucking ride back from Disneyland. Some weirdo sat down right next to her, even though she like was clearly white and sweating and like miserable, and he just sat down next to her like, "Hi." Even I didn't sit by her because like give a girl her space when she feels like hell. I should have clearly because someone else did, but she gets off the fucking bus, dude, and just beelines to the bushes and starts throwing up. And her son, Mom, you just farted. So, like, not only is she throwing up, and everybody's there to witness it, but her son is calling her out that she's puke farting in the bushes at Disneyland. Uh, and everyone just thought she was a fucking drunk, hungover, already drunk. It was like noon. Bus driver gets off the bus. Ma'am, do you need us to call medical? Poor girl, dude. So yeah, puke farting is a real staple meme in this home now. It is better than puke shitting. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, she ran off the bus and was like projectile vomiting. Thank God he didn't puke. You stop getting blizzards. Yeah, me too. I know so many people that eat shit that make them sick. We talk about this the other day with drinking though. Like the amount of people I know that like tell me ahead of time, like, man, I'm gonna get so fucking trashed tonight. So you're gonna go puke a bunch and be miserable probably tomorrow. All right, live life, dude. I ate a piece of cat food once when I was a kid on a dare. One tiny piece of cat food. And like 4 seconds later, I was throwing up violently, had a fever, sweating. I was dying. I'm pretty sure I had just had the flu, and it was a coincidence that the cat food did nothing. Like now that I'm a 35-year-old man. But like you'd have to pay me tens of thousands of dollars to eat another piece of cat food because I ain't taking that gamble again. That was a horrible sick. I know that there's no way in 4 minutes it made me that sick, but also it just ain't worth it, dude. Twitching, thank you for the 46 months. Yeah, this was dry food too. Just one nugget of dry food. There's no way it made me that sick. It's literally gotta be impossible that fast. I do it for like, nah, dude, I really wouldn't do it for like 500. You'd have to hit me up on a day I ain't broke. But I sold my bass boat, so like I'm still sitting on a little cash at the moment. Chat's been helpful. We're gonna have a cool bachelor party. Right, chat? Don't let me down now. It's been 10 years. I deserve this. Nah, dude, it was one piece of dry cat food. There's no way I made you that sick. Can you come? Maybe. Depends on your contribution. JDM, do you have like 9,000 fish strips that you want to share with the class? Or fish pieces? Or fillets? Or, you know, on this, my holiest of days? You come to me! The fish pieces! On the day of my engagement! One cool cat, thank you for the 32 months. Or did he already go to bed? He ain't caught a fish. He must be gone. Damn it, I was too slow to ask him. Maple syrup buckets. Dude, I love maple syrup. Real maple syrup. I got the fucking waitress so addicted to it, she takes a bottle to work with her and stashes it. She gave me shit the first time I bought it. She's like, that shit's $10. I'm like, yeah, it is. And now she won't fucking eat a pancake or a waffle without real syrup. This is why I don't try new things, I told her. But she didn't fall for that. Yeah, I did hear a little bit about it. I don't remember the whole story, Trenton. It's simply worth the cost. It is. Plus, I use it in cooking and stuff. I've tried so many things since we've gotten together. Food-wise. But, like, truly, I cannot... I had it again tonight, Alfredo. I cannot stress how upset I am that I wasted 35 years of my life without Alfredo. Because it's just so fucking good. Biscuits and gravy was meh. I don't get the hype. It was fine, but it was not exciting in any way, shape, or form. It also was like, it was one of the, I ate it. I took a bite and she looked at me and she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I think I'm an idiot. Because I like felt really stupid. I don't know. Something about gravy freaked me out. I thought the consistency and flavor was going to be way different than it was. and it was just fine. But still won't try. I'm trying new things all the time now, dude. I'm crazy over here. I'm making foods that I've never eaten or seen, and then eating them. She'd be like, "Hey, tonight I want," and I'll be like, "Okay," and then I Google a recipe to make it. Yesterday I did fucking French dips or whatever. They weren't great. I tried a recipe that I didn't love it. Biscuits and gravy are incredible, but can vary greatly in quality. I mean, I feel like I made a pretty solid gravy, but maybe not. I'm a chef now. No, I'm not that good. Steam some broccoli or with Alfredo or zucchini. Broccoli's not great. I know this now because I did a broccoli cheddar soup or something like some kind of broccoli soup. It was fine. A lot of food's just fine. There's only been one food so far that fucking made me go shit. I was missing out, and that's Alfredo. Did I use grease from the sausage? Yeah. And I put in a ton of sausage. Extra sausagey. If anything, my biscuits probably could have been better than my gravy. I feel like my gravy was fine. My biscuits maybe could have been better. Like I said, it was fine. It just felt unnecessary. Heavy. Yeah, I did broccoli cheddar soup. And with homemade bread bowls. I even made my own fucking bread bowls, dude. I'm like Panera bread over here, but I ain't killing bitches with lemonade. I did. I was wondering if you had like some spares laying around on this my engagement this day. Yeah, I made the bread. I made the bread bowl. That's what I'm saying. I made my own bread bowl. I did the whole dough thing and I rested it, and it was a whole process. Not worth it either. I should have just bought bread. It was fine. A lot of things are just fine. I fucking got really excited and made fucking cheese sticks, like mozzarella sticks. I was like, dude, I like mozzarella sticks. So like homemade mozzarella sticks gotta be just the business. They're not. They taste exactly like almost every mozzarella stick you've ever had. The only difference being that you can get creative with your flavoring, and you don't just have to have like an Italian mozzarella stick. Like I made Cajun ones, and they were fucking dope. I'm a whole new man. It's wild. Yeah. Like there's this part of me that every time I talk about like how much better I feel, makes me feel a little silly that like it's that I needed somebody in my life to feel that much better. But like, it's also amazing to feel that motivated to just be a better human being by someone else. To just want to be. It's not like she's asking for any of it. I just want to do it. Like I used to do the dishes at home alone. I'd do the dishes, but usually I'd leave like 6 things in the sink because fuck it. I live alone. I don't do that anymore. It's the little things in life. Oh, you got the whole shebang? Large, too? I don't know the other one is. JDM, you're loading me up. Thank you, thank you. Puminous. Puminous, yes. Pizza cupcakes. I would say another one that actually impressed me just for the simplicity of it is lasagna. A skillet lasagna is like genuinely 95% as good as an oven lasagna and 10% the work. Would recommend it if you've never tried this. If you love lasagna but hate the fucking nightmare headache that goes into it, a skillet lasagna is actually fucking fire. And definitely not, but I'll keep them until I can, JDM, and I'll remember it. We're gonna need a recipe now, dude. I just Google shit. But I've done all kinds of foods I'd never tried before. I did stuffed peppers. They were pretty good. I'd do them again. Expensive as fuck. Expensive as hell. Oh, fuck. Meatball subs? I'd never had a meatball. Never even seen a meatball sub. I don't even know what it was. I was like, let me Google it. They were incredible. What else do I do? I did fucking adult pizza rolls. They have a like a fucking Italian name, but they're adult pizza rolls. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Fire. I don't know that I'd ever make a pizza again, honestly. I'd just make me one of them. Yes, I tried the stroganoff. No, not like a calzone, but a stromboli. That's what it was. A stromboli. I don't know what else I've tried. Shepherd's pie. That was fine. It was good. I liked it. Bunch of Mexican things. She's got quite the Mexican arsenal. She does all the Mexican and all the Alfredo. Shepherd's pie or technically a cottage pie, right? Cottage pie is beef. I did Italian beef, yeah. I did what the heck was I eating before? Pizza. Pizza and noodles with butter and oatmeal. I was on a hell of a diet too, so like a lot of oatmeal. Cottage pie was fine. I just think a lot of it's been like, you didn't blow me away. I don't think I've done a Philly cheesesteak. I'm always looking for new ones though to try because she just likes French onion soup. Uh, I did French onion soup in my roasted beef yesterday for my French dip. It was fine. It wasn't great. I didn't love the way the meat turned out, but we got a deep fryer, so if you can deep fry it, we've done it pretty much. I miss summer because really love my Blackstone just for the lack of dishes it creates. We need a new dishwasher. Our dishwasher took a shit. I should have bought her one for Christmas, but I proposed instead. No, I don't like Twinkies. I ain't deep frying that shit. I also just try not to do sugar too much. Though, she's been a dessert queen, so. By that I mean, again, I usually end up baking them. But she made lemon bars and banana bread yesterday. Blackstone's the ultimate breakfast machine. It's just also like anything. Yeah, breakfast is huge, dude, because you just. I mean, like we do fucking pancakes, hash browns, eggs, bacon or sausage, and you have no dishes. You just do it all on the Blackstone with no fucking dishes, and the cleanup is so much easier. If I do that shit in the house, I'm gonna have like 3 pans dirty, especially if you want your food to come off and all be warm at the same time. Thank you. Smash burgers, we do a lot of smash burgers. Smashed potatoes, I get the little potatoes, boil them for a bit, smash them motherfuckers. Yum. Yeah, it's real good. Would recommend it. Fucking, I don't have a smoker yet. It's on the list of things I'm gonna do now that I'm a man. But yeah, you take those little potatoes, boil them a bit, fucking dry them off a little bit. Throw them in a bag with olive oil and a bunch of fucking salt. And then fucking smash them on the Blackstone. Or in a cast iron pan. I do it in the house too. Winner, winner. I only want to smoker, honestly, to make pulled pork. Which it does okay in a crock pot, but I just feel like it'd be better in a smoker. Her cousin's husband made a hell of a pulled pork for something, some birthday party or some shit this year. A brisket, whatever. Like, that's fine. I just really want pulled pork. Pressure cooker for pulled pork. Yeah, I use pressure cookers for bombs. Just kidding, FBI. God, they're always fucking listening. Can't make a joke these days. I never used my pressure cooker. I got one and never used it. It was a gift and I never used it. I feel guilty. I got too many fucking devices already. I finally made her get rid of the fucking air fryer because I think that thing's worthless. By get rid of, I mean put it in a cabinet. It doesn't need to live on our counter anymore. Thank you. I got why she used it when I moved in. It was like convenient for kid food, especially when he was also very picky. But same deal, like he tries a lot of things now. He eats all kinds of shit. He's almost every day, yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't love anything out of the air fryer. I did a baked potato. Finished a baked potato once in the air fryer. Same deal, dude. Fucking roll it in olive oil and salt the fucking ever living hell out of it, and then air fried the skin. That was tight. But like other than that, I haven't made anything in air fryer that I thought was better. How are pork chops and chicken breasts amazing in an air fryer? I can't believe you. I just can't. Are you one of those guys who cooks a pork chop to gray because you're afraid of getting sick? 406 minutes per side. Dude, that thing sounds like it's gray. Just like fucking hella done. The old chicken under a brick. Smash it real good. This man burning the food. Nah, it's just gonna be. You don't even like sear them or anything first? You just fucking just air fry them? Do you fucking hit them with a sear afterwards? How the fuck are they getting like any love? I can't. I mean, I'm gonna try it now just out of curiosity, but I'm gonna report back. Pork chops aren't great. They're okay. They're fine and they're very cheap. God, who was the dude that had like the weirdest way he prepared a food? And he never preheated his oven and shit. That was a wild one. That one fucking just blew my mind. Like, I'd rather have meat than no meat. Like, if the choice is, like, I'm going to air fry you a pork chop or there's going to be no meat on the table, I would be like, yeah, air fry me that pork chop and I'll fucking chew through it, dude. Like, I'm here for it. Let's chew. Dude, you gotta preheat the oven. You just gotta. I feel like if you don't preheat your oven, you don't follow the instructions. Because, like, you just threw everything out the window. Like, you don't have to preheat the oven if you're making frozen corn dogs. Because no one wants to eat that shit anyway. Broccoli, thank you for the 67 months. We got a new oven, and the burners are quite a bit bigger than our previous oven. Stove. Sorry. The stove is where the burners are. And, like, I feel like it's really just thrown me completely off because I don't know, I feel like I need bigger pans to accommodate the. I like medium should be to me it feels like medium heat should be medium heat, but when you use these fucking giant burners and the size pans we have, those fuckers, I gotta run everything at like low. Got them extra BTUs, man, and I don't know that I'm loving it. I need a fucking laser thermometer. I think I might get one for Christmas, hopefully. It's been I've really tried to push that one home that she would get me one for Christmas. Just so I can like see the heat of my pan before I drop shit on it and the heat of my oil and stuff. Wedding gifts sound like the answer. That's it. I want an actual set of matching pans. I'm working on it. Like when I got here, I threw away all our Tupperware and bought all new Tupperware that matches, and I have all the lids for it. Must have for the Blackstone also. Yeah, like I've gotten good enough at cooking the things I cook on the Blackstone that I don't really need it. But when you want to learn a new recipe, I feel like it's a gamble with that first heat. Blackstone is just a fucking big griddle. It's a propane griddle. Love it for breakfast though, and we're big breakfast people. So I mean, we met at the diner that she works as a waitress serving breakfast. I thought I'd be able to continue using it in the colder months, but a lot of shit just doesn't cook worth a piss with the cold air. Not like a grill where you're closing in that heat. Just get a lid. Yeah, I could make a lid or something. But then it's different than the whole piece of equipment you're buying or using. You have the lid. I have a cover on a lid. It's also like significant. I don't remember where you're from, but it's cold here. Accessorize my grill. I don't have an actual grill either. Thank you, Blue Name. I'm very, very over the moon excited. It was the perfect fucking day, man. The engagement went off, or the proposal went off without a fucking hitch. It was good. It was funny. It was about the only thing was I didn't get to like really give her a good speech because she like as I was about to start the speech, she was like, "No, you're lying." Her favorite statement when I'm about to surprise her. At least she didn't say fucking. Normally she says, "You're fucking lying." But it was just, "You're lying." Thank you, chum. Well, not married yet, but, hopefully we make it there. I did start crying, yeah. That was why. We don't have a date, no. I assume it'll be spring 2025. She still has this idea that we could somehow pull it off by fall 2024, but like I said earlier, I've seen her order from a menu. It's like a 30-minute affair. I don't think she can plan a wedding in 8 months. 9 months. Yeah, it was really good. The big thing she stressed to me was she just wanted to be surprised. So like I was freaking the fuck out about surprising her. It's a hard thing to like get her all the way to like X marks the spot propose. So I set up family pictures with her cousin, which like has been this whole thing where she doesn't necessarily love her cousins, all of her cousins' work and stuff. So it's been funny because like it was more like, all right, let's do it. I told her I wanted to like frame pictures for my mom and shit because my mom doesn't have any pictures of us. We'll do these family pictures. We'll have them. We can give them out as gifts for Christmas. It's a great idea. And her cousin is like the notorious family loudmouth. You can't trust her with nothing. Um, so she was the perfect cover. So we did all these family pictures and like slowly walked back into the woods until we got to where she had set up this cute little tea lights and candles, and she got all the way up there without fucking realizing it, all the way up till I started crying, till I grabbed her hands and started crying. How long y'all been together? Technically 9 months, I think. About to be 9 months. Uh, we've been talking quite a while. There was, she had some serious baby daddy drama that she was trying to keep me out of, and I was trying to let her sort out without it making it worse. Super, dude, I was so emotional. It was so bad. Luckily, like, she made me laugh with the "you're lying." I got down, I proposed. Neither of us really bawled. The pictures are cute. I should show you some of the ones that, like, she got some good ones of the moment, the actual moment. They're cute. And I've lived with her, yes, the almost the no, I've lived with her the entire night. Even when I wasn't like officially living here, I was spending it like every night here. The big thing was he was a psycho and making like crazy ass threats, and eventually we just had to get law enforcement involved, and then once he was in jail it was like, hey, we waited this fucking long for this guy to fuck off, and now he's fucked off for real. Oh, that bad? Yeah, really bad. It's like not funny. It's sad. You chickened out. So Trenton, I said this today, but like originally I wanted to be very involved in setting up the proposal. Like I had a lot of ideas of how I wanted it to go down, but I got the ring early, and I'm like, dude, I can't just hold this fucking ring here and not fucking be in nervous, anxious mess. So let's just do it. And then we've had like busy ass fucking weeks. So basically, the whole nice, the whole proposal was set up by her cousin, the photographer. But like the fact that like I just kind of had to be there at that point. Like she put in all this work setting it up. I just had to show up and follow the lead and then do my part when my part came. So like, because if it was me, if I was the one in charge of everything, I'd have fucking talked myself out of it. Thought I didn't like the idea anymore. Convinced myself it sucked. And who knows how long it would have taken me to finally do it. I'd end up fucking proposing randomly on the couch one day when I just couldn't take it anymore. So I'm really glad. Like I said, it was fucking perfect. I cannot believe it. And then her parents showed up and they were super sweet. Her dad gave a little speech and said very kind things that I cannot repeat to you on the internet or I will cry. And then her mom texted me later and said sweet things that she couldn't say in person because she didn't want to cry. Yeah, I missed her waitress for sure. And she didn't even look at the ring for like 15 minutes. We like took a bunch of pictures and we're talking and hugging and kissing and being excited. And she's finally like, holy shit, I haven't even seen the ring. It was very sweet. It was all wonderful. The kids were there. The kids got to see it and they were good and happy. And her son was a little upset because he wanted to marry his mom, which, like, I mean, can't blame the dude. Thank you, Squirrel. Yeah, it's nice to be upbeat and motivated to get your ass off the couch. I'm just fishing, but like, that's because I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I have no real brain power at the moment. Oh, I was gonna look at pictures. How long on this boat ticket? Poor guy. I mean, I get it, dude. I wanted to fucking open a bank with my mom, not with for my mom, so that way she never had money troubles again. I get it. It's practically marriage. And then I wanted to be a professional fisherman so I could take her with me. That's like more than marriage. Fishing is a very happy place for me. It's my bachelor party. I'm not kidding. I don't give a fuck what anyone else wants to try to plan. If some motherfucker, if people fucking put a hood over my head, kidnap me, and try to take me to some bachelor party, as soon as I get free, I'm gonna leave and go fishing. That's all I want for my bachelor party is to fish, like the most hardcore fish. I want to fish. I want to just fish and sleep. I want to reek like fish. Don't need shower. Did I grab a battery? No. How many fish am I keeping at? 55? I don't know that I want deep sea. I really just I want like a fucking, I want like a cottage on a lake with a boat. Preferably, like honestly, I don't even think I'll go that far. Like just give me something up north here in Michigan in the middle of the woods. I don't know, dude. I'm just not. Thank you, Trenton. She's the least tech. I don't know. It's there somewhere. I won't be winter, but I'm doing an ice fishing trip next month. Fingers crossed we have ice. Your wife hates tech. She's good with the what she knows, for sure. I mean, with the phones and all that shit, she's always laughing at me because I don't know nothing. But she definitely isn't like she'll never have any interest in any of this except maybe like poking fun at you folks. And I don't know that I would subject any of you to it because honestly, like she would tear you apart. She's been a waitress most of her adult life. Like she knows how to handle fucking idiot men. No offense to all of you idiot men. We are what we are. Thank you, Tornus. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, man. It's very exciting. She works tomorrow. I'm super curious to see what kind of shit these old guys give her because she's worked there for years now, and it's a breakfast place. So it's like it's a breakfast place for like old farmers, dude. The average clientele is like 72. And they, oh yeah, everyone knows everyone's name, their kids, their grandkids' names. Fucking yeah, it's. I said we went earlier, and the owner of the place, who I've known for years, is my favorite diner. It's been my favorite diner since before she worked there. He came up to me to like congratulate me and said, "What the fuck were you thinking?" And I said, "Man, I really like your coffee." And he about fucking died laughing. Had to marry into the coffee game. Maybe you should try one. Nah. These poor fools. I wish that I could just speak to them for like give them a TED talk and be like, "Listen, Russian Fishing 4. Are you really sold on the name? You have to know as Russians that like the rest of the world, anytime you put Russian in the title, assumes it's a joke. And then you throw a fucking 4 at the end when nobody's heard of 1, 2, or 3 because they're fucking HTML games that had 12 players. And you really just make the entire fucking game sound like a joke. When in reality, it is by far it is the most in-depth fishing simulator on the planet, which is insane because it has the name Russian Fishing 4. And the majority of random people who join the channel assume I'm going to be throwing dynamite into a lake while bears on unicycles ride by. And I understand having some Russian pride. You could keep the Russian. I'm sure you could find a way. Maybe just eliminating the 4 would be good enough. But it certainly doesn't do them any justice. Thank you, Dawn. It is such a passion project, man. They are so invested in it, and like, I just feel, I don't know, just to me, it feels like that some companies just miss the business side of things. But wins the name category, yeah. Ultimate Fishing Simulator. Garbage. Outsold this thing. I mean, this is free, but I mean, I bet it made more money in the fucking 1 month it existed on Twitch than this game has made in its fucking lifetime. And that game was garbage. No, they don't even need a big brand behind it, dude. I really just think like, and I get your Russian pride. You can keep Russian involved in so many ways. I'm sure that, but like, honestly, eliminating the 4 would be big. Because it sounds like such a silly joke. Who the fuck wants to jump into a game on its 4th? A marketing person would help them. It's on, yeah. Because they do have some bait relations and stuff with European shops. I mean, Europe loves carp fishing, and this is a carp fishing dream. They should definitely have a huge European fishing base. Yeah, JDM, but like Ultimate Fishing Simulator, I think was $25, and I know it did okay. Can we still see Steam sales, or is that gone? That's gone, ain't it? Steam Spy doesn't really work. It's like an estimate, isn't it? Yeah, it's an estimate, but let's still see. now to fucking search on Steam Spy? Fuck you. I ain't doing all that. Hard to search the game. Yeah, man. I hear that. I've bitched about game titles so much. There are so many just like it's a hard and it's a fine line too. You could be so generic that I don't remember it because I don't fucking care. There's a million dungeon whatever and fuck. There's so many that have. If I scroll through my list here of games I've played the Dungeon Beneath. I couldn't tell you what it was. No idea. I played it just in January. Oh, January is a long time ago, Richard. But there's a million of them. Fucking The Long Dark. That one I know what it is. Where like your name is just boring enough that I'm not interested, but it can also be way over the top to where I'm confused what I'm buying. A fish. After 4 months, deleted the second word in the name. Smart. Backpack Battles is blowing me away, dude. Those guys are gonna miss like one of the biggest potential bags. And I don't know who is guiding them. That game had so much traction and they didn't monetize it at all in order to stick to their fucking roadmap. And now they're just continuing to give away free content and let people burn out before they release. At least set up a pre-order. Yeah, dude, at least set up a pre-order. If not been like, listen. Dude, because like there's a potential in development there too. If you're like, hey, our roadmap is going to change due to popularity we've seen, unexpected popularity. We're going to allow early access sales. Oh, nice trophy buffalo. In an attempt to hire more people to speed up our original roadmap. Like I feel like they missed out on like seriously a game that could have sold 1 million copies that might not sell any by the time it releases. Shadow, thank you for the 17 months. Even at $4.99, they could have fucking, the Risk of Rain, man. Risk of Rain sold millions and millions of copies. Sure, most of them were at 99 cents and $2.99, but later, Trent. Thank you for being here. Thanks for chatting. Well, I mean, yeah, and it led them to have the funds to go on to do Risk of Rain 2 many years later, and that had to have been a hell of a project. And then that led them to have the funds to be like, hey, we want to just remake Risk of Rain for the fuck of it before we go. Peace out. Game has a global chat as well as you can set up your little fishing group. Yeah. So this is my little fishing group. Yeah, and then it has like regional records. You can do competitions. You can't see each other on the lakes, which I actually really like. There are some other fishing games where you can see each other, but I actually really like the fact that you can't see each other, because then the problem with when you see people is like that guy just caught that trophy fish, right? Like you just go see where he's standing, see where he's casting. I like to figure it out on my own, especially competitions and stuff like that. It makes it way more fun when you don't know what they're fishing, where they're fishing. Yeah, no, I spent an okay amount on Russian fishing at this point. Probably not enough, but yeah, they I think they're cute because they do some of the same shit to me. They're trying to go against the grain with game dev, which unfortunately just like almost always backfires. Like they're really trying to stray away from Steam now and go to their client. I get it. You don't want to give Steam your cut selling gold. But unfortunately, that is difficult. When they reached out to me about partnerships, like way back when they were, first thinking they might be able to get a little traction on Twitch, their partnership rules were outrageous. Like, I had to stream Russian Fishing 4 every single day. At least for a period of time, I had to stream it every single day. And, like, at the time, I had a much bigger audience. I was getting 1,000+ people playing Russian Fishing 4. It's like, listen, y'all are offering me in-game product and currency and requiring me to stream your game every single day. That's never gonna happen. I'm sorry. While I appreciate your game and I would gladly work with you, that ain't it. So instead, they went out and offered that to people with like fucking 40 viewers that took any opportunity to feel like they got sponsored. Can't believe I didn't take that great deal. I'd have all the gear I ever wanted in the game, which is also partly why I wouldn't ever take that deal, because like I want to earn it. I don't want it given to me for free. Sorry. What you're offering me has little to no value. In-game chocolate. No, they were cool though. They gave me a bunch of shit to give away. They get a hard time because they care. Because they fucking like... So for people that don't really know what makes this game so special in comparison to all other fishing sims is they have the ability, and they do move and migrate their fish constantly. So there's a term they have for it, and I can't remember it, but the fish are constantly changing. Like what baits are hot, what colors they're interested in, what depths they're at, where they're... I mean, it's crazy how much the fish adjust on a daily basis. Where most fishing games, once you solve the fish and understand where they like to hang out and what time of day is best, you can just go catch the big ones over and over and over and over and over and over and over. This game is a lot more true to life in the sense that like some days just suck, some days are fucking incredible. And they work really hard to balance that constantly to make sure players don't get rich quick. So every time like a fucking hotspot fires up, it gets shared a million times. The devs see it and they're like, yeah, we're going to tune that down a little bit. People think the devs are dicks. They're doing you a favor. You're just not smart enough to recognize it. Some of you have been playing this game for like 5 years and still yell at the devs when they nerf spots. But the only reason you've been playing for 5 years is because you still have stuff to do. You dumb idiot. Dynamic fish. Well, there's fucking 8 fishing methods, and yeah, like... if you wanted to target every species. And it's just, it reminds me a lot like real life fishing. As somebody who tries to fish for everything, it means I don't have any insanely good gear or any I'm not insanely good at catching any fish in real life either. And it's the same with this game. Like, if you focus on something and really put all your eggs in that basket, you can fucking get good at it and catch a lot of trophies of that species. But if you try to do it all, you're gonna just be average at everything until you fucking grind like hardcore 5,000 hours in this game. Dude, the old bird days are the best of days, though. To be honest, it's still hard to beat. Every once in a while, I find something that I really love, really get into again, and but yeah, like I mean, I've been playing over 1,000 hours, and I still have a lot to level up. Oh, it's going up though. I should fucking pay for premium since I've been playing regularly. But every time I pay for premium, I take a fucking long ass break. They even have daily premium though, which is fucking nice. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting to see at Christmas. But I really want to get my damn. I want to get to what 75. I think is when things get really interesting out here with dropper rig and stuff. Yeah. Because I really didn't get to fish this much. I got off it pretty quick. Yeah, it was a long Christmas last year, but it didn't start until like New Year's Day, right? I just wanted to have some money in the bank before I got here, just in case they add some new shit to it. I got like 13 grand or something. What's a Vanga? 32 grand now? I'm curious to see if all these mediocre fish actually end up being worth something. 32k, yeah. Is Vanga still it though? I see there's a bunch of new reels at that size and bigger. Alright, we gotta try one big one. Where my shit gets destroyed. Mark, thank you for the 54 months. How long do I have left out on this ticket? At this point, people try to talk you out of Vangas. For what? To just skip and go all the way to Goliath? My problem is I don't have a second Sagara. I think a lot of people... I think I would still do a Vanga before I went bigger. And I don't know, man. Because, like... I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a hard choice. I do have the Overlords. Goliath is 40k. Repair cost is a big thing, though, too, man. Like... People that use Vangas on the regular just for whatever fish. I mean, repair costs, they get you. I can't imagine what the mechanism is on a Vanga. What was the question? Uh, I got nothing, dude. It was a proposal. I didn't have anything funny. I'm too tired. Thank you. I've been up 20 hours already, so I'm a little asleep. Very excited, man. Can't wait. Oh, that's really cheap for Goliath. So it must just need more regular repairs. That's cheaper than or cheaper than Tagara. That would make that one tempting, though. That's like a long time for me to grind. It is my next goal, though. I gotta get one. But same deal, though. If you're gonna save the set, this is the ultimate problem. You have to decide somewhere to spend. Like, if you're gonna go to 40k, why not go the extra 10k to 50? If you're gonna say it don't take that long to get 7k to get from Venga to Goliath, why not go all the way to Turian? Why stop there? Because there's other expenses too, like line. I'm sure that Goliath, you're probably using the fucking $1,000 spool of line. It's probably holding 1,200 meters, yeah. And line wears out no matter what you're catching, just from reeling and casting. Yeah, there's other expenses there too, so I still think there's value in. A lot of us don't do it out of laziness, but there's value in like really sizing your gear to what you're fishing for. Big value, because repair costs can get fucking nuts. Me either, Psycho. No, I did. I've known since I came down here. Waitress's parents gave us their old couch, and it's got like fucking recliners and shit, dude. And she just fucking falls asleep watching TV with me every night. And then I sneak down here for a bit. When you want to go big, yeah. What is it? How much bigger is it? Is it just spool size or is it actually drag size? Because I know like IRL, there's not much bigger drag size out there than Venga. I didn't really check out the new reels. I definitely regret. I mean, the Overlords were cheap enough. I don't really regret them. They're fine if I want to go fish fucking bullshit. I just don't know how often I will anymore. Yeah, it was about time Venga got a replacement. I'm just gonna fish one up this Christmas. I'm due. It's my 4th year. It's time for me to get that 1 in a million or whatever it is. Thank you. Mech rated 120. What's the mech on a Venga? $99. And then what's the next step up, Foxy? Will you tell me, if you don't mind? What's 10 more grand getting you? The fact that sea fishing is just one rod, too, really makes you want to make that big push and just go all the fucking way. Because you can't fish multiple rods out here yet or for the foreseeable future. Oh, right. The conventional mechs are way bigger, right? Okay, so Goliath is the biggest spinning. The other one you're talking about is conventional. Oh, Turian is just numbers aren't listed. Okay. Okay. Thank you, H. Thank you. Nice wolffish. Yeah. The faster ratio adds up. I mean, that's the fucking stupid. Oh, I guess they're on the rods. 36 kilo drag. Thank you, K9. Someone's got to have tested that mech out. Somebody wants to be Bill Nye the Science Guy. Feels real good, man. Feels real good. It was perfect proposal. The whole day was great, man. It's a ton of anxiety, but it all worked out great. She had no fucking clue. She keeps yelling at me that she was surprised. She can't believe she was surprised. So, thank you. I'm proud of myself. I got a lot of help. Bookworm, thank you for the 55 months. And thank you. I'm sorry she said I cannot invite all of you to the wedding. But she did say I can live stream it if I fucking want to. That sounded mean, but... So you better believe I'm going to live stream it. Watch me ugly cry. 17k more. That is all. So now you're at what? 57? Don't faint. Oof, that would be embarrassing. I might just throw up all over her dress. What about you? Can you come? It's just me. We have to pretend like we know each other. We've already met. She said I can only invite people from Twitch that I like actually know. So like, what do your parents do for a living? I like to assume they're professional fishermen. I won't tell her that I know you from the sex barge. Lost Norwegian. My grandpa, who wasn't actually related to me, was Norwegian. So like, maybe, dude. I don't remember your surname, but maybe. Yeah, that's probably related to Hanson. See, no, tons of them, definitely. I'm sure. I can't remember if it was an O or an E. The amount of weird gifts she'll get, yeah. So we're related practically, but not by blood, just marriage. Oh, is it? Is that the difference? I think it is the N. Now you got me curious. He was definitely Norwegian. They came over here in like the 30s. Yeah, it is the N. You're correct. He was a boy. And like I think his dad got big and they like went north and did like all kinds of crazy tree work in like the northeast of America where it's, you know, cliffy and stuff like that and basically home. Like this is nothing to fjords. Any crazy fish tonight? Nah, dude. It's been a slow. I've just been grinding out little fish mainly. I broke off on one when I streamed for a couple hours earlier today. That was sad. It just ran me out of line. My grandpa was a very quiet man. He did not speak much. Grandma was very much in charge. Huge halibut. I actually think it was something else. I think it was a swordfish or something. It did a lot of dropping and jerking, which felt like something that was more exciting than a halibut. Was like your grandfather? See, related. Huge too. He's 6'4" or something like that. And hung like a horse. We had to have like a they had to have like a family meeting to tell him he wasn't allowed to wear boxers because it was making all the not related men in the family very, very uncomfortable. Jealous, no doubt. Fuck yeah, dude. Come on, fish. Where'd y'all go? We went today, Calcigro, together. We go together a lot. I don't go as often on my own. I do sometimes, like when I gotta go. So we moved a town over. Her diner is in the town I'm from. So when I gotta go home to my hometown, then I usually stop in at the diner and like eat and see her. But yeah, I try to watch the kids or her kid. on the days she works. Her mom picks him up a lot though, so. But no, we went in today and they put fucking candles in my potatoes and it was very funny and had a good laugh. We like, he's on a short list of people. The owner of the restaurant is an old man. He's on a short list of people that will certainly get an invite to the wedding. Very good guy. And I think I just caught them all. I can't have long on my ticket left. I need to actually pay attention to the time when I... My grandfather sent me into the... No, he did not. No, like, my grandpa really didn't do... My grandma did everything and grandpa followed. If we needed grandpa, she instructed him of what she needed him for. But, like, grandpa very rarely took the lead on doing anything. Yeah, he was not a... Like, he was sweet to us. I mean, he made us toys and shit for Christmas. Cut his own finger off making us wooden trucks for Christmas one year. Got him done, though. You know, he's a like a fine grandpa. He just fucking... he was very under my grandma's thumb. He did not... Under the thumb sounds bad. He just really... I don't know, man. I'm gonna pretend for his sake, because he was very sweet, to assume that he just liked to be led. And, like... Grandpa did what Grandma asked, and if Grandma didn't ask, he fucking took naps in his recliner. But I very rarely saw Grandpa do anything on his own. He didn't make plans or... If we wanted to do something with Grandpa, we had to drag him out with an idea, and then we'd usually tell Grandma, and then she would tell Grandpa he had to go do it with us. And he did most of the driving because Grandma refused to learn how to pump gas. She liked to drive, and we had a lot of fun when she did drive, but she would only go to the one gas station in the area that was still full service because she would not pump her own gas. Which, like, there's no way, now that I'm old enough to, like, look back at that. My grandma fucking texted, she used computers, she fucking was a very intelligent woman. She could have figured out pumping gas. She just didn't wanna. She had a smartphone and shit before she died and was using it. Like, you could figure out a gas pump, Grandma. No, like, my grandpa took us sailing once or twice, but every time he did it was Grandma saying, you should take... John, you need to take those kids sailing. And then he would fucking get up and let's go. And I remember the one time I provoked my grandpa to like do something without grandma telling him it was okay was grandma had told him to haul us in the tractor around the yard. They had a pretty big yard. And like I was making fun of how slow his tractor was. And he flipped that bitch from turtle to rabbit. And the tailgate on his little trailer he was hauling blew out. So I fell out, but my legs stayed in, and he's just dragging me across the yard at probably only like 10 mile an hour, but fast enough that I was getting the shit kicked out of me as a kid. And grandma chasing after, screaming and yelling at him. And he got a good lecture from grandma. And I got candy. And, you know, grandpa didn't make many decisions. And apparently that's why. I remember though that is like a very vivid memory for me because Grandpa was like smiling, excited when he kicked that bitch into Rabbit. Like hell yeah, kid! I'm gonna show you this tractor can move. And then there it was on the ground. Duk, 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 duk. Grandpa's little rebellion. Yeah, and my grandma was very like when you got candy or cookies, it was one. Those little like fruit slices, gummy fruit slice things that old ladies get. One. That was your treat. Like that's hardly enough to get the flavor in your mouth. She was sweet, don't get me wrong. Did lots of stuff for us, but very quirky about certain things. I remember I had a girlfriend in middle school and I wanted to call her, and grandma said, sure, that's fine. So I go down to the basement and call her, and I can hear grandpa snoring through the phone. And I realized grandma's just listening. And I tried to like get mad and flip shit on her, but she wasn't having none of that. She's like, if you're going to be on the phone in my house talking to a girl, I'm going to be listening. It's just the way it is. And that was it. You couldn't like fucking argue it. Thank you, Ken. I did spend a lot of time with grandma and grandpa because when my parents got divorced, my dad was a drunk, so they basically got like parenting rights every other Wednesday, and weekends I was usually there. My grandpa didn't really like any Norwegian stuff, though. I never like ate anything Norwegian that I know of. He ate a lot of Swedish fish. But I don't think he really ate like anything. I think he came over too young. He did all the cooking. Grandma did all the baking. God, grandma was weird. I had a lot of fun with her though. As big as this map is, it also feels small to me. I feel like there's just not that many spots that aren't insanely deep that I can't deal with yet. I'm not fucking waiting 14 minutes for my bait to hit the bottom. Whoa! Spider out of the sky! He was tiny, but he looked huge when he fucking dropped right here in front of my eyeball. Darn sky spiders. Never put in the effort to learn it. Yeah, old people are weird, dude. I'm sure I will be too. Why not be weird? A little bit, nothing crazy. I haven't caught any really good ones. No rare fish yet. Should really try some different baits. I just feel like I catch the best on jigging rig. I mean, actually no, I catch the best on fillet rig, but big fillets, which also means I get fish that run me ragged. My vape has been dead forever, but I'm so greedy on this boat ticket I won't even go up and get a battery. Gotta run out this boat ticket. Can't believe I didn't grab a battery. And I don't have a USB-C cord right here, do I? Grumpy. It's like 50 degrees today, so the bugs are coming back to life, and I don't like it. Are we sure we need bugs? Have we tried Earth without them? Alright, can't make it. Gotta get a battery. Be right back. Bug Zapper was a 10. Honestly, it was a great buy. Has anyone had any luck with jig stepping out here instead of percolating? You don't dance while you fish? Weird. You're missing out. There's 69 fish. I guess I'll just not catch anymore. I, of course, moved and changed bait. Oh, I'm floating right back to where I was, actually. Huh. Seems like the right size bait. But no love. I had not really tried them. I was doing okay with the provoker earlier. I don't remember which one. I think I was using a smaller hook. Man, I can't wait for this ice fishing trip. So excited. I hope there's service in old Gaylord, Michigan. I'm really sad I don't get an engagement ring. I don't have to just buy myself one. This is unfair. Ring pop flavor? I have really weird fingers. I actually will probably just, if I do get a ring, I'm probably just going to do like one of those fucking rubber bands. My knuckles are just massive. So getting a ring over my knuckle means it's super loose on my finger and looks fucking goofy. I don't really like ring. I don't really do a lot of sugar. Unless it's like cheesecake. I hope you didn't miss a fish typing about ring pops. That would be sad. Tattoo ring? I don't have a tattoo. I don't know that I'm ready for that. Ah, the old ring and run. Classic. Do they make a rod where you can actually cast? I guess they have some much heavier jig heads, don't they, in bigger sizes? I think there's got to be some other techniques too with soft plastics, like just fucking retrieving them even. Did well at times, yeah. When the wind is really strong, sometimes your perking in the bottom layer will actually trigger as a jig step, and I've caught quite a few that way. But I just feel like a straight retrieve is super common in sea fishing. I actually, oh, that's the one I wasn't trying. I was actually having really good luck with the fucking rubber worm. I should try it over here. I tried it on the other side and never tried it here. Not the sea worms though, but like regular ass. But I was catching a ton of fish on the other side. Yeah, I'm like worn this out pretty good. I only have the one color. It's hard to beat the foam fish and the other little minnow at the moment for just numbers. I like plaice. They're good money and easy to catch. Yeah, the big soft plastics do well. They're just not a bite rate that's fast enough for me when I'm on 21 hours of no sleep. They were really good for a minute. When last time I played, I was killing it on the Kraken one. I just feel like the soft plastics I get more random rares, more fucking poor beagles and congers and what's the other one I get sometimes? I don't remember. I have not, knock on wood, dealt with a Carol basking shark. Poor Greenland sharks. Can I even cut that one, or is it just too small? Oh, I can. Yeah, we vaping instead of cigarettes. For now. Vape's going soon. I can feel it. I'm ready. We'll see, actually. I gotta lose a bunch of weight to look great in a suit for my wedding now. Gandalf Pipes is actually where I started smoking, so I can't go back. My uncle was selling these big, giant clay tavern pipes on eBay, and I had him send me a couple, and I would go into fucking coffee shops when those were cool and smoke a big ass Gandalf pipe, mainly just to annoy people. Then I switched to big cigars. Then I switched to cigarettes. And that was home for many years. Big hip. It was like actually counter hipster at the time because all the hipsters were in there smoking fucking cloves and driving us nuts because they smelled so fucking bad. This was before hipster was a word, I think, though. Our favorite coffee shop ended up banning them and cigars because they were too stinky. But they kept cloves. Lonely for the 38 months. Act surprised on the honeymoon? What's that mean? What am I surprised about? Oh, the sex. Bro, we're fucking. Like, we're not waiting to the honeymoon day. We have sex already. I'm I didn't propose to a girl that I wasn't having good sex with. Just just saying, I'm 35. It's an important part of a relationship. Your sarcasm did not come through. No, it was confusing. I'm sorry. Thought Black Rubber Worm was doing something, but it died for me instantly. And I mean, I've never been an act surprise kind of guy as much as just thank them generously afterwards for their service. It's weird that's catching so many lumpfish. I really don't have another one, right? No. There's an 11 centimeter and a 15 centimeter. Oh, I do have an orange and red one. Stand up and salute. Hey, a fish. Of course, I think my tickets doesn't have long left. Thank you, Ziharu. Hello. I'm gonna guess a cod. How's the tears today? I cried a little bit earlier on stream, but I gotta look at these pictures again in a minute. Show chat some. Could be a big ass flatfish. Yeah, that'd be nice. That's what we're hoping for, right? Or a small shark. A 10-kilo redfish. Those apparently exist. No, 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 don't try to fight at the last 5 meters. You prick. Oh, it's a turbot. We'll take that. Love a flatfish. The pictures are super cute, man. I'm super happy with them. She really got like all the stages of waitress's reaction, which is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. From the proposal itself. That was what I wanted. That was why I did the ruse of family photos, because I wanted to have pictures of the actual proposal. A lot of people do engagement photos after the fact, but I wanted the real reaction. Thank God it was a good one. These pictures would be a lot funnier if she was like, yeah, no, it's perfect day, man. Perfect fucking day. I literally could not have asked for anything to be better. Hopefully they'll be laughing about it now. I probably would be, because I don't, like, it'd be like a laugh cry scenario. That's kind of who I am. Thank you, Nubs. We got to make it to marriage yet, but one step down. Nine, nine, nine. Good luck, good. She's got a cute house, man. It's nice. Like, the only bitch is there's no place for a damn dining table. It drives me nuts. Like, I don't want a big one or anything, but there's just no room for any. It's a big house to have not accommodated that. But it's cute. It needs some work, but nice backyard and stuff. I have not. I mean, yes, I put holes in the wall, but only to like hang art and shit. There's no room for an addition that makes sense. That would accommodate that either. It's a long yard, so it's like already the max width to the lot, and then the yard goes way back. Tyrell, thank you for the 78 months. Y'all been very kind to me tonight. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this worm's a much better quality fish. Not quite as fast, but not terribly slow. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I'm probably going to end up doing. Right now we have a table against the wall, but it doesn't work for enough seats. But I want to do like the bench at some point. When I have money again after the holidays and the proposal. TV dinner tray house. Yeah, right now the kid had his own little table and he really liked that. And that was working well, but we don't have room for that now with the Christmas tree up, so that hasn't helped either. Luckily, mom's a waitress, so I feel like she's prone to eat standing at the counter anyway. Like, I have to force her to sit down because she spent the last, like, 15 years of her life eating in the kitchen of a restaurant, standing up. I cannot stand and eat. It drives me nuts. Unless it's like a hot dog. Hot dog is a good, like, wander around and eat food. Barbecue. You get used to it. I can't breathe out of my nose. So, like, eating's already a fucking struggle for me. I want to be comfortable. The fuck? I got punched in the face too many times. Like, I can kind of breathe out of it. I can breathe out of it okay if I do this. But not great. Yeah, I could have it looked at, but it's not all. I don't know. Need to go. I do. I need someone to hit me on this side. The one that got me was I got fucking sucker punch turning into the guy. I was literally turning this way and he hit me right here and fucking clocked it to the right real bad. I can breathe out of one nostril pretty good most of the time, but not like when you're eating, you need to like breathe. Those nose strips work really well, like the sleepy ones. Sometimes I'll put one of those on if I'm like for Thanksgiving. Yeah, put me one of them on so I can breathe and really get my eat on. No, this came much later in life. This was just a fucking drunk kid who I underestimated his frustration with me. Sadly, I never saw him again. I never got to, like, seek my sweet revenge. Last I knew, he was in prison for kidnapping, attempted kidnapping, though, so. Cosmic justice. Didn't do great. It was a few hours, wasn't it? 3? I always forget you wear a Gordon Fisherman outfit out here. Tell me this is a 25-footer? I ain't buying it. $1.2 kilo. I have it. $90. Nice. I don't have a 14 kilo. I don't have any Atlantic herring. Well, $90. And $1,200. That's not terrible for 3 hours. That's almost $1,300, eh? That's $1,400, 3 hours. Yeah, that's not bad. Not great, but it'll work. I didn't beat any gear up, so I'll take it. How much is the boat ticket? That I used just a 3-hour one, so. $250 silver. Yeah, that's not terrible. So some rough math, let's see. I need 40 grand. Someone said it's cheaper somewhere. No, 40 grand. That's right. About $1,000 every 3 hours. We got a few hours to go. But if you get to 40, I mean, that's a big jump from 30, what was it, 39 to 56? That's a big jump. It's like the money I have now. But no blingas anymore, huh? Sad I never get the cool golden reel. Does the Megara have an upgraded friction brake? Oh, it's not saltwater either. Alright, chat. I've been up for 21 hours. I'm going to bed. Thank you for being here. I'm going to post some pictures of proposal on the tweeter. Thank you for everything you do for me. I'll be back tomorrow for a full stream. That wasn't the worst stream. Thank you for everything. Seriously, y'all been so kind through all this. You could have made fun of me more. I would have accepted it. Nice of you to not. I love you. See you soon.